In the last video, we added some code to show a logout confirmation dialog to the user. But before we can test this, we need to make some changes to our platform alert dialog. So over here, the first thing that I want to do is to specify an optional cancel button. And the way we are going to do this is by adding a final string cancel action text. And what I'm going to do is to add this to the constructor, but this time I'm going to make it optional. And so it doesn't have a required annotation. Then we can scroll down and we need to modify our build actions method. So over here, I can create a final actions variable, which will hold an empty list of widgets for now. And then I can say if cancel action text is not null. And then in here, I can add a new action. So actions.add. And then in here, I can copy and paste this platform alert dialog action just so that it's quicker. And for the child, I'm going to pass a text with cancel action text. And on pressed, I'm going to call navigator context.pop, and I'm going to pass a value of false in here, like this. And here at the bottom, rather than returning a new list, I'm just going to say actions.add. And then I'm going to pass it this action that we were creating before. So I'm going to do that. And in the end, I'm just going to return actions like this. So what I've done with this code is add some conditional logic so that the cancel button is only added if the cancel action text is not null, and the default action text is added all the time. And I also need to remember that I want to pass true to navigator of context.pop if the user presses on the default action text. Okay, so now that I've updated my platform alert dialog, I can head back to my home page, and over here I can add a cancel action text, and here I could say cancel. And with this change, I can now hot reload my app. And if I press on the logout button on the simulator, I can see that now I get this dialog like this. So I could try to tap on the back button and I can see that I'm still on the home page. I can try this again and I can press on the cancel button and again I'm still on the home page. However, if I press on logout and then confirm logout, then I can see that I'm taken to the sign-in page. And this confirms that our dialog works as intended. Okay, so this completes the code for this section on platform-aware widgets and dialogs. Before we move on, I'd like to do a quick summary of what we have learned. We started off by learning about how to show dialogs in Flutter, and then we created an abstract class called PlatformWidget that we can use every time we want to show platform-specific widgets without having to expose platform checks in our code. We have used this class to create a platform alert dialog that looks and feels native both on Android and iOS. And we have seen that on Android there are multiple ways of dismissing a dialog, and we have learned how to handle this. We have also explored the asynchronous nature of showing and dismissing dialogs in Flutter, and we have learned how we can return values when a dialog is dismissed. And we have used that to our advantage to build a confirmation dialog for when the user wants to log out from our application. And of course, as you build your own apps, you can take advantage of platform checks and even use the abstraction that we have introduced here to make sure that your app looks and feels native on both iOS and Android. Okay, so let's continue on the next section.